that sound feels so nostalgic to the ears. A game made by Konami for the Game Boy Advance. I think you guys know what this is. Welcome to Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. Which I'd say is probably one of my favorite Castlevania games, but I've only really played 4 of them, I think. No, I guess 5 technically. Whatever. The year is 2035 Japan. Crowds of spectators are gathering in anticipation of the first solar eclipse of the 21st century. My name is Soma Cruz, and I'm a high school exchange student studying abroad in Japan. I live near the Hakuba Shrine, an ancient shrine with strong ties to Japanese mythology. Mina Hakuba, the only daughter of the shrine caretaker, is both a classmate and childhood friend. I started making my way to this shrine to see the solar eclipse with Mina. For some strange reason, the stairway leading up to the shrine is longer than felt unusual, as if something was trying to keep us from our destination. When I finally managed to get to the shrine, my senses began to dim. The pitch-black sun is holding chaotic darkness together, trying to rouse the sleeping souls if looking for it as if the other half is missing. I read that last part wrong, but whatever. So yeah, that's basically some exposition. Just gonna load up a new game here. I'm gonna do this on normal. Hard mode is honestly what you'd expect it to be. And yeah, I'll just go with this. This is just a file name. It won't actually affect the name of Soma Cruz or anything of the sort. So I'm just gonna go with that. Oh wait, we already saw that. Never mind. Hey, it looks like he's coming to... Where am I? Well, what happened? So you've decided to join us. Did you have a pleasant nap? Huh? Who the heck are you? It's okay, Soma. His name is Genya Arikado. Skip the introductions. I have a few questions and I need answers now. Go ahead. Why have you come here? Why? Well, Mina and I were... Hang on, where are we? We're in Dracula's castle. So, basically from climbing up that staircase, we passed out, and then we find we're in Dracula's castle. Nice logic. Huh? Dracula's castle? Are you telling me we're in Europe? No, you're inside the solar eclipse. Inside the eclipse? You're insane. Do you think I'm a fool? Someone listen to him. He's telling you the truth. What the heck are you talking about? Give me an explanation. Well, it's like this. Oh, an enemy. More than one enemy there. Damn, protect the girl. Eric, go back from where you came from. Winged skeleton, throw spears. That will be explained in a minute. What was that? So it has awakened. What has? The spirit of the creature you killed has just entered your body. You have the power to absorb the abilities of the monsters you kill. Why would I have that power? You've gained the power. Now you must go to the Master's Chamber. For what reason? Do you not wish to return your friend to your own world? Of course I want to go back. Go to the Master's Chamber, then you will understand everything. But I can't just leave Mina here like this. No need to worry about her. I'll put a protective barrier up. But death will most certainly find those who stay here too long. Then yes, only you can save her from a painful death. And you? What will you do? I too have things I must do with these castle walls. Go, set forth. Both your own life and hers are at stake. So yeah, welcome to Let's Play Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Entering our first area, the Castle Corridor, which I gotta say, this area has some pretty goddamn awesome music. So, for anybody who hasn't played this game or hasn't watched Proton John's Let's Play this, which I'm aware he's currently doing, and to some it might seem like a dumb idea to do a the same game as a really well-known Let's Player, but I have my own reasons for it, and let's just say that he reminded me how goddamn awesome this game was. So, more or less, if you've never played a Metroidvania style game, which I'm using that term kind of weird, which that term may sound a bit weird to newcomers, this game is basically an action-adventure platformer game with RPG elements. And an enormous goddamn map. Like, although we only have 4 spots on the map right now, we're only 0.4% the way through this, so... what we saw at the beginning of the game, when it said the winged skeleton thing, that's something that this game, that's kind of the mechanic of the Castlevania of Sorrow games, and that is the ability to collect souls. There's 3 types of souls, actually 4 I guess technically. There's bullet souls, which are red souls, which are basically substitutes for the traditional sub-weapon system that the old Castlevania games used. And some souls are even like the old sub-weapons anyway, but basically, these are just, the red ones are ones you use by pressing up and B. Blue ones you need to hold R to activate, and equipping gold ones, or yellow ones I guess. These ones are mostly stat buffs, if anything. Mainly some of them have slightly different effects, but a lot of them are mainly stat buffs. The one we got at the beginning was Winged Skeleton, which, for being something you get at the very beginning of the game, isn't actually that bad of an item. Or an ability, I guess, what you would call, I don't know. It's not that bad. And I really don't want to keep grinding on zombies a whole lot. The zombie isn't actually a very common soul, despite being a very common enemy. I guess that's probably the reason why, because you'd be pretty overpowered if you... Ooh! Got an item. Enemies have sometimes a chance of dropping items as well. Cloth tunic is better than our casual clothes. So, I believe the zombies also have a chance of dropping another weapon as well, but I'm gonna pass on that one for now, because it's not actually... Well, it's a fairly decent weapon, but we get a really nice weapon early game anyways, so... Anyways, we just picked up a new weapon on the ground there. That is the short sword, which I'm gonna equip. And not de-equip my current weapon, that would be a stupid idea. So, there's a lot of factors when it comes to deciding weapons in this game. There's actually quite a number of factors when it comes to deciding weapons in this game. There's the speed of it, the power of it, because a lot of the time stronger weapons are really, really slow, and all this other stuff. And let's briefly leave the castle corridor to go to a new area, Underground Reservoir. And this enemy right here, Tiny Devil, what seems like kind of strange for being a really early game, technically this could be your the very first soul you get. If you can get that soul early on, it is a really good one to have. So, I would actually, if you are looking for a really good soul early on, I would actually really recommend getting this one. Fortunately, he seems to have gone off screen, so I guess I'll come back for him in a minute. Now, if you could probably expect, if you've played any kind of Metroidvania-esque game before, Underground Reservoir is a place we can't exactly do a whole lot in. By the way, we have killer fish here. Kind of hard to hit. You can hit them with your spear, but that's a bit of a different story. By the way, using up those spears uses up MP, which is signified by the green bar in the top left. Fortunately, we can't go up there yet. Might be a good point to note. You can head over here and get some tasty meat, but we can't exactly do anything with it yet. And yeah, as you see, we kind of can't go down that way. We'll be coming back to this spot a lot later, though. Don't worry. Yeah, you can kill the killer fish, but I'm gonna be honest here, their soul also isn't that helpful either. I should mention that, with the exception of one enemy that comes to my mind, and even then it's more of a hazard than an enemy, every enemy in this game has a soul you can drop. So that winged skeleton we got at the beginning, that was only your first one. There's like 108 enemies in this, 112. I think like 2 of them are bosses that don't exactly have souls, but besides that, that's still a lot of souls you can choose from. So, to say that each person's playthrough of this game is going to be different is kind of an understatement. And come on, get down here. No, no cigar. Anyways, I kind of passed up this earlier, but right here, we have this pedestal, and this is what I was meaning by when I was saying there was a 4th type of skull in this game. Gravekeeper, backdash by pressing L. Which, because I'm playing this on the Wii U gamepad, I have mapped to the X button, which I think is, honestly, I think X is a better button to have backdash on than L, personally, but... Ooh! Merman! Fire water pistol. Which, actually, I don't think is that bad of an early game soul. Screw off. Let's test it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Anyways, in here we have save rooms. Save rooms you can save your game at, and you can fully heal. So, sure, why not? Let's save. Alright, that's a fairly decent soul to have early on. For any retro Castlevania players who want a traditional Castlevania-esque weapon as your up and B, the skeletons drop a soul that is pretty much the same as the axes from the original. And speaking of axes, we have an axe armor. It may be a little tough to kill at first, but as the game goes on, the things will get a lot easier. Ignoring that for a minute, the axe armor actually has one of my favorite early game souls as well, so that's definitely one I'd recommend getting attention if you can get it. Skull Archer, I don't exactly remember all that well, to be honest. Anyways, let's go in. This is a boss door. I'm sure you can guess what that means. We got the Creaking Skull. Who is about as easy as first bosses come. Actually, Winged Skeleton's a very good soul to have for this because you can hit him twice with it. Actually, 3 times, I think. See, not difficult at all. Winged Skeleton actually makes him pretty easy. And then you can collect that orb at the end of it. You may have noticed for being a boss, though, that he never actually dropped a skull. Reason being is that, and if we go back to find him, yeah, you'll notice he's only number 34 in the book. Creaking Skull. Yeah, we'll have a chance to get his soul later on in the game. You can get it from this fight, it's just kind of uncommon. And, you know what? I think we're gonna end things off here in the first episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this Let's Play, or the start of this Let's Play. I hope you guys enjoy this one. And I will see you guys next time when we explore more of the castle corridors. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.